Hey guys, welcome back. This is the continuation of our last video where we showed you the best of Montebello. We had so much fun, and if you haven't watched that video, watch it after this one. So today we are taking you to the prestige of Montebello. But before that, we had to drop Fifi to the pet sitter in Ottawa, which was an hour drive from Montebello, since unfortunately there is no pet sitters in Montebello and the place we are going to is not pet friendly. It's a bummer, right? We drove back to Montebello to pick up our friends, and this time the GPS took us to the ferry, which was kinda cool.
That was very interesting actually. We didn't know कि यहाँ से वापस मॉन्टेबेलो जाने के दो रास्ते हैं, क्योंकि हम जिस रास्ते से आए हैं वहाँ तो सीधे से रोड से आए थे हम लोग, वापस जाते हुए फेरी. इंटरेस्टिंग.
On the way, we stopped to pick up some coffee from a local place in Montebello, and oh my god, their subs looked and smelled so delicious.
I think you can eat all of them.
Yeah, right? Looks delicious, so maybe I can, but I can only decide after I try it.
We thought of coming back and picking it up later, but they were closed due to Christmas. So we are definitely going to come back to Montebello to have these subs.
Thank you so much.
We will see you for sure. Are you coming back?
And finally, here we are at one of the most popular Canadian winter wonderland, Parc Omega. Upon entering, you will be paying for the day pass if you haven't already booked it online. For us, we were going to stay at their Wolf Suite for the night, so the entry was free for us. Our first stop was the Park House restaurant and gift shop, and since we were visiting during the holidays, we were warmly welcomed by Mr. Santa Claus himself, who is present to meet children and adults every weekend in December. The space is absolutely beautiful and spacious, and you cannot stop but notice their huge antler chandelier above their spacious log cabin. You can also make a quick stop by the gift shop to buy some local wares or treats of all tastes and budgets. The highlight here though was that we could step out to witness this beautiful wildlife from so close. Let's take a moment and enjoy this view.
Hello. It's a beauty.
Inside the center, they also have a few dining options. We didn't eat here, but we were tempted to since the view was just amazing through these large glass windows. They also have restrooms and a cute children area, which can come handy if you're traveling with kids.
So guys, ये है Parc Omega और ये Montebello का सबसे highest, सबसे biggest attraction है. Not highest but biggest attraction है. And हम लोग यहाँ पे welcome center में है to understand what all we can do. So they gave us a map and they have given us some carrots, like you buy some carrots here जो तुम deers को खिला सकते हो. So it's a driving trail where you will go and like बहुत सारे animals दिखेंगे, but you're only supposed to feed the deers, no other animals. And then हमारा check-in actually, we are staying here, that was a surprise. We are staying at their Wolf Suites, which is going to be awesome because we are going to see wolves from inside. So वो सब हमारा 4 बजे के बाद शुरू होगा, but उससे पहले we are going to go and explore the park for a bit. Let's go.
But before we left, we decided to take a quick break to enjoy their outdoor fireplace, to warm our toes and hands and plan out the rest of our trip.
तो अभी हम लोग जाने वाले हैं, ड्राइव करने वाले हैं, हमारा एडवेंचर ड्राइव. एंड ये $4 के जो हमने खरीद लिए हैं कैरेट्स, हम डेयर्स को खिलाएंगे. इफ़ वी गेट लकी वी माइट सी सम बेयर्स एंड अदर एनिमल्स एज वेल. पार्क ओमेगा आ रहे हैं तो आपको $40 पे करने हैं फॉर द डे. But if you're staying at one of the suites, like a Wolf Suite, then it is complimentary. So we have the entry to the park for 2 days, today and tomorrow, because we are staying for 1 night. And then yeah, let's go feed some deers.
Nice. Okay, but उससे पहले hold on. हमें करना है, सब आ जाओ. करना ये है, अगर वीडियो आगे देखनी है उससे पहले क्या करना है?
सब्सक्राइब.
नीचे जाओ, एक बटन है नीचे, बेटा चुपचाप जाओ उस पे, कर दो क्लिक.
टीचर जी मारेंगे.
टीचर जी मारेंगे.
And then we left to have the most memorable experience of our lives, which was feeding these beautiful deers. Another good thing about this experience is that it's a car tour, which means you can stay in your vehicle as you drive through park, and the elks come up to your window for carrots, and trust me, they know the drill, and they will stand in the middle of the road blocking your way until you pay the carrot toll.
It's so amazing feeding the deers.
After this heartwarming experience, we followed the map and drove to our next stop, which was the First Nations Trail.
Look at this. There's so many spots in this Parc Omega जो इतने गजब लगते हैं ना. और पीछे दिखाई दे रहा है लेक एकदम जमी हुई है. इतना सुंदर लग रहा है ना, मतलब यहाँ पे परफेक्ट एकदम तुम्हारे शॉट्स आ सकते हैं, फोटो वीडियो सब गजब. Come on.
The First Nations Trail is about 1 kilometer and is surrounded by the totem poles representing the 11 First Nations, beautiful forest and of course, wildlife anxious to be fed. This trail is perfect for a family walk and trust me, it's also a picture perfect spot, or you can say it's a spot where you can make the most memorable social media moments. If you're interested, you can also buy antlers from here, but we would suggest not to since they are very expensive here and you can buy much better deals online.
Go look on Marketplace for hunters who sell them. It will be less expensive, probably.
What's the average price for those?
200, 300, 400.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it will depend on what kind. Example, the moose is way expensive, more expensive than an elk.
Here you will also find outdoor fireplace for winters, which is super cozy and regularly maintained by the Parc Omega staff, who are also the best people to talk to if you want to know more about the wildlife.
So we have 7,000 wolves in Quebec, we have 70,000 bears, so we have 10 times more bears than wolf in Quebec.
They can also guide you and point you to the best spots to visit using a map for a smoother trip.
For you, you have a presentation at 9:30 at the right here near the Hébergement. So for you, 9:30, the park open at 10.
After gathering a lot of information from these talented staff members, we left to continue our driving safari trail, which went on a 12-kilometer ride and included a chance to spot 20 other species of animals, including Arctic wolves, goats, etc. Places like Omega Park are such innovative ways for us to connect wildlife. It was evident that the animals that live here are incredibly well cared for and they have loads of freedom. Now it's time for the next spot.
तो अब हम लोग इंफॉर्मेशन सेंटर आ गए हैं क्योंकि हम लोगों को 4 o'clock का एक शो है जो यहाँ पे वुल्फ्स को फीड करके दे आर गोना शो अस. थोड़े कंफ्यूज है कि सुबह 9:30 बजे भी हमारे लिए वीआईपी शो है क्योंकि हम लोग यहाँ रुक रहे हैं. सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी द सेम और डिफरेंट, बट लेट्स सी एंड फिगर दैट आउट.
So we were right on time for our next experience, which was a wolf presentation, which takes place at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on weekdays and at 12 p.m., 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on weekends. If you're obsessed with wolves, you'll adore this wolf observatory. And this was the wildlife expert who was just about to give us a spectacular presentation of feeding these beautiful pack of wolves. As you can see, the full pack is sitting at attention as a snack of some raw meat was thrown to them while we learned more about their species and
So today we'll present to you our
personalities.
pack of grey wolves here at the observatory. We have a total of 6 packs in the old park, mostly grey wolves. So we also have Arctic wolves in the park. So today we'll present to you a pack of 7 grey wolves. Number 1, wolf number 2, and wolf number 3. No. Pack of 7, it's in the average size of pack. Usually in the wild we will count in between 4 and 8 members only in a pack of wolves. They will prefer to keep smaller packs to make sure they're able to feed everyone.
This was my first time seeing the wolves and they are absolutely spectacular. We left the observatory and passed by this beautifully lit information center, so had to stop for some pictures here. After that, we drove to check-in to our wolf suite. Even the check-in reception was so beautifully decorated, and since it had that Christmassy wooden log feeling, I was already in my La La Land. The check-in went smooth as they explained a few things to us about our suite.
Right after, and you can park straight in front.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is our wolf suite. Now let's get in and check out how it looks from inside. At the first glance, it looked really spacious. The lower floor had a living room where they had used some contrasting furniture, a dining area which had a wooden dining table, a full-fledged kitchen, so if you're a cook then this is really convenient, and it also has a powder room on this floor. And on the upper floor there are 2 identical bedrooms. But before that, check out these beautiful pictures on this wall, guys.
So कैसा लगा वुल्फ स्वीट अभी तक?
There was not a lot of decor in the room, but we were excited about the morning to see the view from these huge windows. The only difference between the 2 bedrooms was that one of them had a small balcony, which we will explore later. And this is the huge master bathroom, which had all the amenities that were needed during our stay.
So we are the Durrani family. I made the reservation, so that is why it is called as Rani family. But it's actually our house for the night. So the whole suite is really pretty. I mean, it gets really dark in the evening, so bahar ka view abhi dikh nahi raha hai. But yeah, the view will be the highlight of the room, pretty sure. In the morning, we're going to wake up to that beautiful view. Let's get the party started here now.
As you can see, the fun has already started here since Deepak and Raina, who by the way is also Deepak's Rakhi sister now, are in their usual crazy mode. I'm going to let this craziness continue and we'll talk to you in the morning, guys. Good night. Next morning, we woke up early to explore the surroundings and then sat down with a warm cup of coffee around the fireplace to chit-chat.
गुड मॉर्निंग गाइस.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
हम लोग ने रात को एक्चुअली डिसाइड किया, क्योंकि हमारा लास्ट नाइट था मॉन्टेबेलो में, हमने डिसाइड किया कि हम लोग कैमरा बंद करके आई नो we love this town, you already know that I think, and but हम लोगों ने डिसाइड किया कि कल हम लोग कम शूट करेंगे, we'll just spend time, we'll have a chill time, and that's what we did. We hung out with our friends, we played, we drank, we ate, फिर हम लोग सो गए, and फिर सुबह मॉर्निंग में we woke up to this beautiful view, and so we were like चलो आग जलाते हैं, थोड़ा सा बातें शातें करते हैं. Wolf Suite actually थोड़ी expensive है, and you have an option of 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom. हम लोगों ने 2 bedroom किया था because we came with our friends, and it's basically a 2-floor chalet. Just outside they have a parking for 1 car, and then this area which is basically like, you know, fireplace, and you can sit around it and like burn the fire, which वर्मा जी did. हमारी अंदर की फायर लग नहीं रही थी, तो फिर
जुगाड़ करने पड़ते हैं भाई.
जुगाड़ कर लिए, और
हिंदुस्तानी तो जुगाड़ हुए हैं वैसे.
सो अच्छी मस्त एकदम आग लगी हुई है, एंड आग लगी हुई है,
बदन चल रहा है.
एंड चेक इन एक्चुअली 4 बजे का है, एंड चेक आउट इज एट 11 AM, विच इज़ काइंड ऑफ लेस टाइम बिकॉज आजकल ठंड में जल्दी अंधेरा हो जाता है, सो यू कैंट रियली सी अ लॉट इन द इवनिंग वंस यू चेक इन. सो सुबह का टाइम ही मिलता है टू एक्चुअली एक्सप्लोर द वुल्व्स एंड एवरीथिंग. 9:30 बजे का इनका एक्चुअली एक शो रहता है यहाँ पे. जो लोग वुल्व स्वीट्स में रुके हुए हैं उनके लिए एक VIP शो रखा है इन्होंने, जो हमने आपको शाम को हमने जो पहले दिखाया था 4:30 बजे जो शो था टू फीड दी वुल्व्स. They do that. It's kind of a VIP tour, and they take you around in a bus. You have to be in that tour until 11 AM, which is the checkout time. So we were like, we have already seen that, so I don't think we need to kind of like see it again, because we wanted to you know, explore. अब इतना पैसा खर्चा करके आए हो तो थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर तो करोगे ना जगह को.
But how did you like the property?
It's pretty sweet, it's pretty neat. I just hope we could see more wolves like roaming outside, which we couldn't. And as we have already said कि अगर 2 दिन का होता तो maybe, but it's very expensive, so it's like, you know, you have to kind of weigh that in as well.
Some amenities were missing, the basic amenities, like generally इतना बड़ा जो होता है उसका टेलीविजन होता है.
Oh yeah, so
but ऐसा नहीं है कि इसके लिए टेलीविजन के लिए आ रहा है बंदा यहाँ पे, बट होता है ना रात को बंदा बैठा थोड़ी देर के लिए and then they are just watching it. But
so
it was,
yeah, actually हाँ वो थोड़ा सा missing है कि there's no TV here, but I think the view is for the wolves.
TV भी नहीं है और Wi-Fi भी नहीं.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't have the Wi-Fi as well. So if your network is not good here, then you'll end up screwed.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think they also want you to be disconnected from
disconnected with the,
and then just enjoy the wolves and the view.
But that's a good point actually.
Yeah. So if you're looking for that and you want to also disconnect from your day-to-day life and come here and like, you know, spend the day with the wolves and with the other animals, and then have a view of that,
but
absolutely come here.
Overall it's a very good place actually to come. हमने जो कल एंजॉय किया पूरा का पूरा, जो इतने सारे जानवर दिखे यार हम लोग को,
बहुत सारे यार,
अमेजिंग. अब पता देखे नहीं इतने जानवर थे जितने अलग अलग टाइप के थे यहाँ पे. सो इट्स वेरी गुड. दिस होल प्रॉपर्टी आई थिंक दे आर मेंटेनिंग इट वेरी वेल.
सो लेट्स गेट इन एंड सी अगर हमें थोड़े और वुल्व्स दिख जाएं, एंड
अगर लकी हुए तो
आपको भी दिखाते हैं.
चलो.
We went in to try our luck with the wolf sighting, and by that time even our friends were up and ready to find some wolves. We all sat down for some morning coffee while they shared their late night experience where they saw the wolves being very close to our suites. But it was no luck for us so far. After that, I sat right in front of these panoramic windows for a long time to keep a lookout for the wolves, but they were still not visible.
So here's the thing guys, I'm behind the camera, I'm recording here, and you know what I'm going to ask her? कि भाई तुम आधे पौने घंटे से बैठ के यहाँ पे कर क्या रही हो मैडम? जरा
वेट कर रही हूँ यार, दिख ही नहीं रहे, पता नहीं
बेचारी के वुल्व्स ही नहीं आए. बड़ी आशा लेके आई थी कि वुल्व्स
पैसे खर्च करके यहाँ पे रहने का मतलब क्या, अगर वुल्व्स नहीं दिखे. सुबह थोड़े बहुत दिखे थे, बट दैट्स अबाउट इट.
सो
लेट्स कीप
तो क्या बोलना चाहती हो तुम ऑडियंस के इस होप में?
हाँ मतलब I mean it's like a risk. ऐसा नहीं है कि 100% ही आएंगे close तो
नहीं,
पैसे खर्चे करने का उनको गाली मत देना कि यार हम तो आ गए हमें वुल्व्स नहीं दिखे, हमको भी नहीं दिख रहे अभी तक. Still waiting. Still waiting. No wolves. Still waiting.
We decided to move to the balcony now to see if we can call the wolves. Sorry. I mean, I could call the wolves. It was freezing out there. But as you can see, I was determined. Also, you can see Deepak decided to give me some company in my madness. Now that's what I call a partner in madness.
You paid for the wolves?
Injustice.
आजा रे आजा तेरा रास्ता उड़ी चिड़िया, आजा रे आजा तेरा रास्ता रे. तुमने गाना ठीक गा रही थी.
हाँ तुम गाओ बस, मैं तो माहौल एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ.
We could see the pack of wolves roaming the preserve, but they were just not coming close.
Hello wolf. Wolf. Oh, कुत्ता था कि wolf था? Oh.
Anyway, it's time for us to leave the suite, but before that, let us show you what all we could see here since morning.
So guys, बहुत बुरा हुआ हमारे साथ. Last minute तक we tried. तुम लोगों के लिए suggestion है अगर आ रहे हो तो उस उम्मीद से आना कि there is a possibility that you might not be able to see them from very close. That's it. That's the final verdict, guys.
After leaving the suite, we went back to take one last stroll of Montebello and embrace this sweet little town, but ended up with a drone fight.
So that's the drone fight.
तो अभी हम कर रहे हैं जो किसी ने देखा नहीं है, हम कर रहे हैं ड्रोन फाइट. उठाएंगे तोड़ेंगे सालों को. ले पकड़ो.
We also stopped by this beautiful church.
This is the Notre Dame church and this is the only church in Montebello and it's so gorgeous, and since it's Christmas it's anyways good to be around this, and you know the whole festive spirit. Like at night we came here and एकदम बहुत ही pretty लग रहा था सब कुछ. It's open from 9 to 12, so we've missed that slot to get in, but still I mean you can come and go to this beautiful church.
And after spending some time at the church and knowing some new things about Christianity from my friend, it was time to say goodbye to this lovely town.
Alright guys, so this was Montebello and this was our trip, and we really hope that you enjoyed this beautiful small town as much as we did.
मजा आया ना?
It's a proper Christmas town.
Christmas town. Especially बर्फ के बाद तो ये इतना सुंदर लग रहा है ना ये टाउन पूरा का पूरा.
And one thing I really want to highlight is यहाँ के लोग और यहाँ की service is just exceptional. That's like an understatement actually.
I want to mention one more thing, the food.
Oh yes, the food is amazing guys. यहाँ पे कुछ भी खाओ, कहीं पर भी खाओ, and क्योंकि वो smiling faces के साथ तुमको सर्विस देते हैं, वो और भी ज़्यादा
टेस्टी होता है. और ये भी हो सकता है चांसेस कि जो Montebello है आप लोगों ने काफी लोगों ने सुना ही ना हो.
हमने भी नहीं सुना to be honest, and we were skeptical too कि हम यहाँ पे आएंगे हमको पसंद आएगा कि नहीं, पता नहीं यहाँ पे कुछ करने के लिए. So
but sorry to interrupt you. But यही तो काम है यार अपना. रिसर्च करनी है, नई जगहें ढूंढनी है और आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करना है.
And दूसरी एक और चीज़ है that this is closer to Montebello and this is closer to Ottawa as well. So अगर आप यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, you can actually extend your trip and go to Ottawa, which is like an hour drive from here, and then all go to Montebello, which is also the same.
Yeah, Montebello I think 70-80 kilometers.
Those are very beautiful places too. If you have not explored it, then you can actually make it like maybe a week-long itinerary, and then यहाँ पे 2-3 दिन के बाद.
In fact, we created a video actually on Montebello. If you haven't watched it, you can check the video.
And after that, you can also watch this Ottawa. And guys, since we are doing all this, what you have to do is go ahead and like this video, of course, if you really liked it. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe now. So on that note, we are going to say bye-bye to you, and this is our last trip of 2023. So hope your 2023 went really well, and hope your 2024 goes even more successful and even more prettier and amazing and everything.
और हम आते हैं
अगले वीडियो,
another fresh video के साथ जल्दी से. Okay?
So will you
तब तक के लिए
we'll see you in the next one.
प्रणाम.